Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we have some very important news to go over. So, Veve Payout is back, and the Ecomi price is pumping on these news, or at least on some news, because obviously yesterday we have discussed some things about what is going to come as an announcement, or better, as numbers in the market, and we see an immediate price reaction throughout all of the markets. So we are going to look into that. We are going to look into some interesting things in the charts. We are going to look at some news, more stuff around Recur and what happened there, and so on. But all of that right after the intro. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Jomi, Motili says good morning, PH. Welcome to the stream. Good morning to you guys. G-Money, PH, you is live, I'll BRB. Oh, I didn't know that, but that is good. So David will probably tease something, but that shouldn't keep us from doing our Crypto Morning Coffee. I'll go back to that one afterwards. Guys, make sure to smash up the like button if you haven't yet. We have 8 people from the start in here. We are excited about Ecomi and Veve, obviously. Also, if you want, subscribe to the channel to never miss another stream if you tick the little bell. And most importantly, if you want, you can become a rare hodler and subscribe to the channel as a channel member. Then you will be minted on this screen that you're seeing here. And at this point, I want to thank each and every one of my rare hodlers here that are minted there behind me. The last 10 mint number is gone. We are in the 20s yet. So yeah, that's what's happening. Anyways, good. So let's jump right in. Felipe says, David, you on Randy channel right now, but I stay here, GM. Yeah. So I'm not mad at anyone that jumps over there, because obviously everyone is hoping for something new that gets dropped. But we are going to do our morning stream as always. Good. Let's look at this first. Why did the markets pump overall across the board, or at least recover, right? It's not like a massive pump, but recovers significantly. It's because Nvidia tops estimates and says sales will jump 170% this quarter, driven by demand for AI chips. So AI here is a big topic, and I have a thought to share on that right after this, but let's first quickly look what happened. Nvidia's performance was driven by its data center business, which includes the A100, H100 AI chips that are needed to build and run artificial intelligence applications like ChatGPT. Nvidia reported 10.32 billion in data center revenue, which was up 171% on an annual basis. So why is this so important? First of all, the AI trend is just in the beginning shoes. We see that, okay, there are chat tools, there are some tools that can replicate pictures even of women. There are people that earn millions of dollars per month or per year with fake OnlyFans women, and where other people are simping to. So that is crazy. Mashankura says, GMPH and PH Tribe, good morning to you, and happy to have each and every one here of the tribe with me. So shares climbed 8% in extended trading on Wednesday after chipmaker beat estimates for the second quarter and issued optimistic guidance for the current period. Nvidia said it expects third quarter revenue and so on. Nvidia's strong sales and forecast underscore how central the company's technology has become to the generative AI boom. So these chips need to build and run AI applications they are essential for the industry, right? So a new computing era has begun. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang said in the press release, companies worldwide are transitioning from general purpose to accelerated computing and generative AI. Given the strength of demand for our products worldwide, we do not anticipate that additional export restrictions on our data center GPUs, if adopted, would have an immediate material impact to our financial results. And here we see it, right? Nvidia quarterly revenue. Look at this. So obviously there were some problems here with the cracked supply chains and so on, especially in the outgoing 2019, and then actually even during the C crisis they have been performing really good, and then again here Q1 not so good, and now boom, like absolutely massive Q2 numbers. So that is big. Why is that so big? So first of all, there is the theory, and I support this theory, that even if we go into a harder recession, the recession will be short and mild in comparison to what it could have been without AI, because AI is just resulting in a productivity boom that we should not have without this technology. And this is the first, the first indicator to that, right? If the demand for AI chips is so high, then AI is being used massively, and this will cut costs for the companies that are, even the ones that are struggling right now. It will help other new companies to emerge. It will increase productivity across the board. So in my opinion, that is really big. So what happened? Now that this is out, this also gives a view on how the tech sector is, what's the condition of the tech sector is at the moment, right? And it's important for us because we have been traded like crypto, from Bitcoin to Ecomi, everything has been traded like a tech stock. So let's look at how the tech sector looks like. Look, this is the NASDAQ. How the NASDAQ reacted to this one news. So there we go. This is the actualized thing. And yes, this could, if you extend this trend line here, right, from down here. Actually, a little bit. I think it's a little bit more like this. Yeah. Then yes, this could be a bearish retest, but just the mere fact that positive Nvidia reports caused this, like a big pump. It was already coming back a little bit, but So this here is when Michael Burry also went short with 1.6 billion on this market. He probably already took profits here, but this sharp increase is a result of the expectation and then the confirmation of Nvidia. And this NASDAQ, we have pointed out the correlation since it broke this trend line for the NASDAQ to the Bitcoin, and we see it here, right? So also Bitcoin has a little bit of a relief bounce here, and the altcoins reacted together with it. We are going to look at this in a brief second, but there are others in the market that still call for this previous support to collapse, right? To break, like all of this range. They are calling for, I don't know, just a little bounce, and I cannot draw again. Just a little bounce here, and then continuation. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? I don't know, because yesterday I've pointed out how oversold we are, that we actually, in fact, are the most oversold in, I think, 5 years or so. But some people are saying that we are going to crack through this and then come down to, I don't know, 20,000, so below that. This is a very important support area, and I'll show you now why. So this is from Stock Money Lizards, and they also agree. Bitcoin below 26,000 with a new low of 20,000 in the cards. We disagree. 24 to 25,000 should be the support zone. That is what you see here, and as you can see in the previous market, it was also like this. So the entire bull action plus the beginning bear market phase 1, this is bear market phase 1, happened on the base, and then you have a bear market collapse through the support, and then you come up and retest again. And that's what's happening right now. So the entire bull market here of our last one happened above the base. We see even how it gets confirmed here as support and then breaks through, gets confirmed as overhead resistance twice and then breaks through. And now, obviously, we have two support confirmations. What we don't want to see here is a head and shoulders and come back down below this. But you see these summer peak trend line that eventually gets broken, and even we also crashed one time very shortly below this support because of the sea crisis. So we need an announcement, a black swan of this magnitude, in my opinion, to crack below this support, because this is a very strong support now, in my opinion. The upside, though, is that if the news come out more positive, and that could be tomorrow when Fed Chair Powell speaks in Jackson Hole, and he is not as hawkish as many expect him to be, then we could see the turnaround here. And you see the time frames on this, right? The time frames on this, these are, until we break this trend line, there will be more than a month passing. Probably. So if you look at this for Bitcoin, we are really looking in these charts like on this more than this whole picture, right? So even if we come back up and then pump a little bit and come back up and hit our head as the resistance and finally flip it and confirm it as support, we are already in the next year, right? So if it would look like this. Obviously, doesn't have to be like this. Out here, you would be in the next year, but that's all fine. We maybe come up to this target here, this 46,000 before the halving. Hopefully, going into the halving from a place like this would be amazing, right? From this zone, in my opinion, so that you just come up until the halving. No, it will not look like this, but something like this, and then go on, right? That would be obviously amazing. At some point after the halving, you will see some price action that looks like this, where you just have a parabolic run up, which results then ultimately in the top. But the big question is, when will this parabolic move start? Will it start already in the mid-end of April? Will it start only next September, like in a year? We don't know, but we will obviously closely observe. Good. So let's quickly look at the markets, because the market is having a green day. So let's get this out of the way quickly. There you go. So almost everything is green except for some smaller things here in the top 100, with IMX and DYDX being the biggest pumpers, and then also FXS, Render, what else do we have? Injective, Maker, ICP, Phantom, XLM, and so on being up. Let's look at the top 200 on the day. Also there we are red, except Tomo and Poly. The reason is they pumped before. They are now in a profit-taking mode. But Omi is also here, down here, right, with 4.6%. We don't see Omi yet in the biggest movers on these charts, but I think there will be a time where this is coming. Some coffee. But we see altcoins are green on that node, on that techie node, and on the week we are still red. So on most altcoins, Omi though is actually in the green on the week, with 10% up. So in the ranks of these couple of coins. And look at this, on the month, Omi is one of the few coins that is yeah, that is green, and that is significantly up, right? So 46%. So actually Omi is in the ranks. A little bit of alluvium here. Then we have this live peer, we have Astar, and this Akash network, and then obviously Ecomi here on the month, and on the year we are down year to year 37%. Many people are down more than this, obviously, but year over year we are down 37%, and as you can see, that's nothing unusual in the top 200. In fact, there are tokens like Helium that are down 75% on the year, Silica 55%, Glimmer, so Moonbeam 67%. XR Marty is here. How are you? Good morning, my friend. How are you? I am very fine, my friend. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Good for you to catch the live stream. Happy to see you. That was obviously in German, but I translated it for everyone to understand. So that you know that this was not an insult or so. That was actually something nice and kind. Okay, that was Bitcoin. Let's look quickly at the DXY. Do we have anything new from the DXY? We are still skeptic about the movement for the DXY, so we see that this trend line or this little overhead resistance is actually acting as a good resistance. We have been rejected from that, but we are still, let's say, fearful. We are still not fearful, but we are still, there is still the possibility that we break higher and we get a run up for by the way, this arrow just displays the trend. This is not the trend line, right? So I have to move this out a little bit, or I have to put this somewhere here, but this only displays that the trend is down. I can only say it once again. This is the big trend, and we don't want to have it reverse, right? That's what we do not want. Extra March says, glad to catch your live stream. I set a timer. Wow, man. I hope that was not too early for you. Oh, we just got red on the DXY. So yeah, that's actually what we want to see. We see now that NASDAQ and overall tech, independently from this rally up, or that we are still up, has seen this pump. But we do not want to neglect the influence of the money flow of the DXY onto crypto, especially Bitcoin, but also the tech sector. And we want to see the downtrend in the dollar to continue so that we can have a run up. Although, and this is worrying for me, right, it seems that we are forming some kind of a base here, and actually this is a falling channel, and maybe we can find something else. Do we find something bullish? Yeah, I mean, technically you could develop something like an inverse head and shoulders here or something like that, but we're not sure yet what is happening. We need to know what's happening. If tomorrow Jackson Hole, Fed Chair Powell, says something that implies that the dollar is getting stronger and we take out these highs, then we might get a reversal, and then we will have a very long extended autumn and winter in front of us, at least for the ones that live in the northern hemisphere, right? For the other ones, they will have a very long summer in front of us. Anyways, Bitcoin dominance, quickly refresh that. Did we bounce? No, we did not. So Bitcoin dominance is also interesting in my opinion. I want to be on the weekly on this one. So we have lost this trend line, but we have also found support on this level on 48%. We could come back up once more for Bitcoin dominance, which would cause Bitcoin to go up more obviously than the altcoins. So just keep that in mind. There's nothing too much to talk about. We know that altcoin season is upon us when Bitcoin dominance is dropping. that's basically it, right? If Bitcoin dominance is dropping, altcoin season is on us. Just a quick one here. So we need to be very, very careful because altcoins is very good, right? We know that these are the things that ultimately will make some people rich in the market. The altcoins, this is the altcoin market. Let's go even into the weekly. Why do I say we need to be careful? Because look at this. No matter if you interpret this as a channel or as there is still the chance to, I don't know, have something like this, right? Boop, and fall. So let's say a delayed bear market trough or something like that. But we are not sure because, I mean, this also could be something like a base forming or so. And then we come up. But I just want to point out that we are not, or I am not sure. Maybe some of you, maybe season 3 OG or so, would be sure to tell us what he thinks is going to happen. This is the market without Bitcoin, without Ethereum. So yeah, interesting pattern here, so to say. Where's the altcoin market going, right? And then we, after a while, I mean, let's say this is a base, right? And we just, but here you see it as well, right? So let's say we just form something like this, and then we, at some point, we just take off parabolic, like here, right? That would be obviously what we want to see. I think that should have been around the bottom. Then we had a run up, then we had a run down, C crisis, and then parabolic move. So if we get another drawdown on Bitcoin, I could imagine that we somehow crash a little bit and come back up, something like that. So crash, come back up, parabolic move, right? Something like this. This would also imply that this is not a bad time to accumulate altcoins, right? With the overall altcoin market cap. Does it have to happen like this? Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't have to. Let's look at our favorite altcoin, Ecomi, because Ecomi is pumping. Good. We have and guys, by the way, we have a little more than 10 people here, 12 people here in the chat, in the channel. Robert Freeman says, morning all, good morning to you. And please smash up the like button right now. If you haven't yet, please smash up the like button. We need to get this stream out to more and more people. We see that volume, first of all, on Ecomi is green. We have talked about, guys, we have talked about it. Remember, if you are here every day, you know we have talked about it, and don't get irritated by this red candle, but we have talked about that if this breaks, we are going to have a breakout of sorts. And yesterday we saw one more of these big wick ups, right? Look at this. So here is somewhat of a resistance. We also said that the move of this is very likely coming up to this range once again, which it, let's say, almost did. And now there seems to be more resistance at this level. So I'm curious if we can break this level. We have been slightly overbought, but we already corrected that. So there's still room to go up a little bit more and test these ranges, right? Establish in these ranges. Robert Freeman says, already did. Always smash that like button. That's amazing. Thank you. That is great. But let's look at the daily, because there we see a little bit more how this trend looks at the moment, because obviously this pattern is only a small one. And also we have this resistance line broken and have a candle close, because last time when we broke this resistance right here, I don't know if you can see that, but we immediately dumped back down to retest this one. And this time we tested it. We had struggled to come up. It took 4 days, right? Or 3. Yeah, it took more than 4 days, because if you consider that we tested here and here and here, we tested 4 days, and then we closed finally above it. And now we opened another candle above this line here. So this is new. And now, yeah, we are basically having a massive profit taking here, up here, but that doesn't mean that we cannot go up higher. But on the daily also, we are headed into overbought territory, right? I meant overbought. Don't know if I said oversold. Sorry for that. Okay, weekly, also something to look at, right? Let's look at it without trend lines. So the weekly, yeah, this didn't happen for a while, right? So we have a clear 3 green weeks, one on the other, and this did not happen since here, right? But here it was not really strong. So we see a little bit more volume. We want to see that increasing. And there's still room to grow on the weekly. So I really could see us testing, and then it will be for an extent. So what I expect, and this is really each candle is weeks, right? So what I could see us at the maximum do is like that we try to get up to test this 0.001 and probably more at the 9.5, 9.4, and then my hope is probably we're getting a retest to this level, but my hope is that we are consolidating for an extensive amount of time in this area where we were, and eventually break above it, come back down, and then we're out at some point, right? And then you would have something like this, right? A big inverse head and shoulders that leads to this. From the weekly perspective, that looks good. I mean, obviously we have to be creative about this, but that could be a possibility. Also, what this shows us here, in my opinion, if that were to hold, is that this wedge that we drew in, where I always said that I'm just testing something, but let's look at this wedge because it looks like something to me where we were in for extensive amount of time, and when it broke right here, led to this pump over the time. So sometimes things take time to unfold, right? But for Ecomi, yeah, I set my criteria to consider the bottom in was this trend line here in the smaller time frames, and obviously what we want to see is that it holds above 0008 now, and over time takes out this high. This is what we want to see. So we want to see it somehow come across and stay above these levels. Is really say that this was the bottom, right? Does it have to be like this? No, some way it can just dump us right back down into this accumulation zone, and then we have the chance to form a double bottom or so. But we will see. And now let's do something that we didn't do for a while, and that is let's go into the monthly for Ecomi. So that's going to be fun because there's not as much data in the monthly, but it's going to be fun in my opinion if we just look at this. Some things that stick out to me. So first of all, we are very likely, so the monthly candle closes in 7 days and 18 hours, right? This one here. Now, we have 3 green months in a row. This did not happen since September 21. We always had 1 month and then dump, 1 month and then dump, 2 months triple dump, right? So now this is, yeah, right? So we have momentum oscillator somewhere in the middle of nowhere. We have since 2 months we have a little bit more data on the RSI, but not too much. So look at this. Here on the bottom is the RSI. So this is what is interesting to me. Although there is not much data, and probably this RSI is not worth a lot, but we are in the oversold territory since ever, right? So technically, on a monthly scale, there is room for the RSI to go like this, right? To go completely nuts and crazy and everything. So we have come up a little bit, right, through this pump, but not even out of the oversold territory. Not even close. We could even come back up to here and we would still be technically in a bull run until 40 considered as sold, or at least yeah. So yeah, that is interesting. Now what we want to see on the monthly is more upside on the monthly. There will be red candles. There will be right now or the next one. Right now not, but maybe the next month will be a smaller red candle or so. We don't know. This can always happen because there's still time until altcoin seasons, right? But yeah, it surely is interesting if we look at it from a monthly perspective, because technically, if you consider this, so this was a trend, right, and then we fell sharper. If you consider this wedge line, then we have a trend break and on the monthly, and that is, in my opinion, worth something. Good. Let's get to NFTs. Veve Omi. Omi is done to the Veve side. This is the big news. We are pleased to announce that the beta phase is complete and payout is now available in all supported territories to users that meet the requirements. See our blog for more information on how to use payout feature from the web app. And we are going to talk about this right now. We are going to talk about what this means, right, for the market. Some people say can't load any items into the app. So we have to re-enter our info again, and do we have to KYC all over again? You don't have to KYC again. All other info on the blog. Is Canada available again? Available now for all supported countries. All supported countries we will see. But yeah. Okay, so let's look at the article for payout. Payout requirements, that's important. There are a few to be aware of. You may only use your personal bank account for the payout. Okay, no problem. We can do that, right? You must have a minimum balance of 500 gems to qualify for payout. That's obviously the restriction that they say to not have the market completely bleed out. They have to do this in the bear market still, in my opinion, because they're afraid that just also probably that people don't sell one item and then do a payout on $10 and they have so many bank transfers. There is 100 gem minimum withdrawal. That's for what I just said. So yeah, the maximum withdrawal amount is currently 50,000 gems in a 7-day period. Lucky you if you have that. Given the nature of the international banking system, we do not provide any guarantees as to the speed of the payout. However, we expect most bank transfers to arrive within 5 to 7 business days. So don't get afraid if it takes a week for your money to arrive. It's not lost. This was in the payout before as well, and it's happening once more. The payout service provider will conduct their own compliance checks comparable to any other payment provider. We see that also on exchanges. Sometimes you have to do a KYC if you use Moonbeam or MoonPay or Banksa or whatever. Coffee good. Get verified to access payout, so you need to be KYC'd, which most people are already. And then how to use the Veve Payout feature. Enter payment amount, select the payment amount, add your bank. You can do that on your own, right? Let's see if there's anything. If you are in a country that uses the IBAN standard for bank account numbers, like Germany, you will need to use your IBAN when entering the bank account. Absolutely clear. Agree to terms and conditions, enter 2FA, facial liveness check, and then you may need to grant permission to facial identity. Payout fees. This is important now. 10% fee will be applied to any payout transaction. This is noted on the payout review screen and must be confirmed by the user before a payout can process. In addition, the following fees may apply for payouts to US bank accounts: $1 fee, for other countries a $20 fee wire transfer. Yeah, I am still not a fan of the 10% because we already have big fees on the market. So let's say, my collection is worth around, if I would floor it all, right, without considering special mints and stuff like that, my collection is worth some $8,000 US, right? So let's just calculate with 8,000 US dollars or euros, doesn't matter. Okay, I floor everything. I can already calculate a minus 8.5% on most of my collection because I have to pay the seller fee. So I deduct from my 8,000 8.5%. And now I deduct from that 10%. So let's maybe we just do this calculation. So let's say we have my 8,000. I want to sell and cash out, right? So I have to do it versus 0.9. What is that? 0.915, right? Minus. So there's 91.5% left over if I deduct 8.5%, right? So I have $7,320 left. Now times 0.9 because of the 10% payout fee. So I have 6,588 left of my 8,000 minus $20. 6,568. In case that you are in a country where you have to pay taxes, you just go ahead and deduct your 30% taxes or 40% taxes or whatever. In the case of Germany, we have, if we hodl more than 1 year, then we are coming out tax free, right? So yeah, that's the there are examples here in this article with the $1 and the $20, but they don't consider that you have to first pay a selling fee. So if your vault shows 8,000, then that's what's going to arrive at your bank account. So obviously, this keeps me from doing that and other things as well, because I want to hodl into a bull run, obviously. But this keeps me from doing that. Yeah, I think that 10% here is way too high if you already deducted almost 10% on the secondary market fees. Yeah, and the $20, I mean, look, if you use, so this is also funny, right? They use a $1,000 example, but if you use the minimum, the payout minimum is $100. So if you do the $100 here, you end up with $90 after the fee, and then minus $20, you only get $70. You just lose 30% in an instance. So it's not worth to make several transfers because of the $20 fee, and it's not worth at the moment to cash out at all because of the 10% unless you really need the money back, right? But yeah, that's the Veve payout. What do you guys think about the payout? Did you use it? Will you use it? What do you think about the fees? Do you think it's outrageous, or do you think it's absolutely normal? Then we had a big fuck up, let's say, in the minting, in the drop. So here you see it from Sergio. It gets worth. So someone minted 3 Hulk comics last month, and the same someone is, as Sergio posted earlier, here is someone who minted 4 Lion Kings, right, on drop. And someone pointed also out here that they also minted these Lion Kings. They also minted 5 Hulks. So this is really fucked up because I missed out on all of these drops, and someone minted these. They are all minted very likely not in the waitlist, but on by bot on the rebound, right? So someone is taking all the rebound, but still I missed out on this. I missed out on Simba, and I missed out on this Hulk drop, right? And so I'm obviously mad when I see that some people just mint 5 probably with a bot, right? Adam says, curious to see how much these collectible prices come down. Yeah, exactly. So, sorry. Yeah, Adam, thanks for reminding me. Just quick one back to the Veve payout. I completely forgot to say it. Obviously, we have seen that collectible prices have been going down while payout was active. This comes down to the gem economy. I have a video on my channel that is called the broken gem economy or something like that. No, I think the gem problem, something like that. But it's you have to go in the videos like 3 months or 4 months back. But it's there. It is has a ton of clicks. And I explained exactly why the prices with payout and everything are keep creeping down, especially in the bear market, because of the liquidity that is being drawn from the market by payout, by the licensor fees and everything else. So in my opinion, Vivi needs, right now that payout is back, Vivi really needs to bring crypto cash in and other forms of funds coming in. We see already, since they rolled out payout for everyone, my vault has already lost everything that it gained so far. So it was already back at I think 10% up to 8.8k or something like that. Now it's back to 8k. But yeah, I will continue to DCA into some of these collectibles, especially the scarce secret rare comics, from time to time. But I also want to buy more cryptos outside of Vivi. And there's another factor that is important. The cash out, you have to see it from a perspective of someone who is really more trading and into playing the market, right? So people take the money, cash out, lose the 10%, but they take an opportunity, for example, like Ecomi or like other altcoins in the market, to make way more than this 10%. So let's say you have 30, 40, 50,000 gems in the app. They want to move that out, write Bitcoin, go into Ethereum, write Ethereum, go into big caps, write big caps, go into the small caps, write the small caps, and then take the profits and move back into NFTs, right? So this is the basically how the cycle works. Why we have an altcoin season all the time after Bitcoin tops out, and an altcoin season right when Bitcoin like after the halving and so on. There are profits being taken at certain levels that trickle down into these other higher risk assets, right? So people are now taking funds out of Vivi, because for those that are really into trading, it's not the time to be in Vivi, but they were trapped in Vivi. Otherwise they would have already taken that out to buy the bottom, or to buy the dip in last November, right? So we would have seen prices to collapse way more. And we see it also some in the other parts of the NFT space with Bored Ape, with Azuki. People just sell them, take the 20 something Ethereum and move that into crypto right now, because they expect the market to rally. They expect the markets to go crazy on the halving, and they want to be in it. And they expect that the NFTs do not go crazy with the halving, which makes sense. But after that, this all will come back. After that, this will all come back into Vivi, in my opinion, and then prices will go crazy, and probably we will very likely have something that is called an NFT season after this run. So we will be establishing something new, in my opinion, and that's it. But back to this problem. So this is an internal problem. It has been addressed already, according to Alex from the team. But still, I don't like this at all. This is not good. I don't like this. I don't know. And since these drops were highly desired, they need to implement a system. They need to rebuild the waitlist, so that, let's say some people are in the waitlist, they don't purchase. These remaining editions should go back to everyone who is still in the waitlist and hasn't gotten a drop yet. Because there's no sense, in my opinion, to open up a buy now button where people just have the same problem as before, that basically everyone that is not living close to an AWS server is missing out and cannot hit these drops on a rebound. So I think they have to fix that. Now, guys, press F to pay respects for this one. F in chat. Because look at this. Fun fact, the most expensive Recur pass Pure White Zero Pass sold in 2021 via Christie's and OpenSea at auction for 96 ETH, 420,000 US dollars. F to pay respect. So you see here, this Recur pass is worth nothing right now. 420, almost $500,000 US dollars, absolutely in the trash. And the proof on chain for this transfer is right here, provided by Will Goes Meta. Here you have it. Airdrop, sale. So whoever got this airdrop and sold this, we have to congratulate this guy. So this is insane, right? Good time to buy low now. Says Robert Freeman. By the way, everyone just calls me free. Was up 1,000 now, down 1,000, and the fees should be 5%. Yo, free. I will call you free if I don't forget. Adam says, NFT season sounds like a wonderful season. Yeah, it will be. It will be a couple of months long, absolutely violent and brutal. And the thing is, look at the stream, right? Look at the stream. There are 20 people here. 10 people smashed the like button, right? I hope the other 10 will smash the like button right now. Thanks for the like, but that's not what I want to say. Look at the stream, because there are 20 people in here. There are allegedly 650,000 people on Veve, where only 10, 20, maybe 30,000 occasionally are active. And of those, maybe 10% understand the markets, right? That's what the number is reflecting right now. These morning streams, they get over 400, 500 clicks. But that also means that if only a couple of hundred people understand the markets and you are among these people, you will be the only ones that understand that in the next NFT run, you have to lock in massive amounts of profits, that you have to take profits once you are at the targets that you are defining right now. So we're defining targets for our secret rares, for our comics right now, where we will sell some and take profits, right? Unless obviously for the collectibles that you will never let go, that you will always want to hodl just for fun, that are not investments and so on. Season 3 OG is here. How are you doing, my man? I hope you are doing right. I hope you are seeing bullish signs in the charts. Rare Grime Beats says, rip Red Hulk stackers. Yeah, that always happens. We saw that also with the gems, right? For the Infinity Gauntlet, that people bought the gem to craft the gauntlet for like 400, 500 or so. Yeah, there's always, if there's another drop coming out and there is even more scarce, then everyone else gets wrecked, because then you don't need the other Hulks. You need only the one that is the most scarce. It would be super funny if the airdrop is a bobblehead, right? I think I have that here somewhere. Oh yeah, that was also super funny. Someone posted this screenshot from this YouTuber. I don't know. I've never spoken to him or so, but it's super funny. Why Recur will put Veve out of business, not clickbait. Yeah. I just thought this was funny, but here's your out of business. Here's the 500,000 out of business. And then there is a 70 million out of business that Recur just took with it. So yeah. Anyways, it would be funny if the airdrop was this, right? Do you think, guys? Do you think people will be mad if if this was the airdrop? Who's going for the airdrop? Is that the airdrop, by the way? Is that real? I don't know. But I don't think so, because the mighties are always with the mighties, right? I don't think so. But I think this guy, I'm sorry, but this looks crap. It is disappointing. Luckily, I sold my Hulks already for a nice profit. So actually, is this... We have to check this right now, because this would be super funny, right? Is this real? We have to check this right now. I don't know, but it would be a retweet, right, if this was real. So let's look at this. There we go. I don't know. It resets my chat when I do this, by the way. In case you missed it, payout is here. Then also, are you new to Veve? That is good. Tell people how to drop their money into Veve is always good. Oh yeah, by the way, here is an interesting comment that I want to go into. So the Aratech 74 speeder is coming out, and then we have Alex G here that says on the speeder may include possible future fine print. And then it says here, this compilation showcase assortment of vehicles sure to be an exciting addition to your collection. Is it the assortment of one? And then Alex says this is series 3 in a collection or assortment. Smart guy. So yeah, Alex, is this interactive with sound? No, but this here hints at, yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just playing around, but maybe may include possible future fine print. I don't know. Yeah, we will see. Hey, Omicron, what's going on? People coming in here for the news. Yeah, let's go back to Veve here. So no, we didn't see anything like this. We also don't see any bigger comments for the minting problem there. Yeah, we don't have anything regarding this. So where is it? Where's the bubblehead? Where's the bubblehead? I lost the bubblehead. Yeah, okay, rip. I don't know where it is, but yeah, there we go. That is that. Let's see quickly how our whale is doing in the end, because has he already hit 22,000? Nope, he didn't. So he didn't buy yesterday apparently, or at least 2 days ago he did not buy, but he is 50 collectibles away from hitting 22,000. So yeah, we'll see. I also bought yesterday again. There are some comics around some commons at 170. So when I see something good, especially some mints here and there, I bought a 188 mint of that Hulk 418 comic for 5 gems. Some people are just flooring the insane mints for like ridiculous amounts, right? Let's see. Actually, we can look at some market data. Maybe is this up to date? 23rd, yeah, yesterday. So here we go. Transfers up 16%. Average trades up 21%. Average buyers up 22%. Average sellers also up 21%. Active wallets oscillating around the drops. So we see here, but here we have a high number of 9,000 active wallets. So this is bear market activity, right? So around 9,000 people at the peaks are, since July, there were no more than 9,000 according to the data that Veveverse has here, right? So you see this blue line up here shows the oscillation of active wallets. Active wallets are only the ones that are when they purchase something, because on chain, on immutable, you can only see transfers and mints. So either they have to mint or they have to. If there's a wallet that just loads gems and does nothing, they will not appear here. So they would be still active. Or if there's a wallet that just plays around in the showroom and didn't buy for 1.5 months, they don't appear here. New active wallets, the new ones. Okay, so here we see some, and here we see some. New active wallets going down 15. Very low numbers, 48, 130, 38, 37, 10, 11. So not many. New always means actually here it says numbers do not include store purchases, mints, so only secondary transfers. So we do not have wallets in here at all that only mint and never buy on secondary. Then active trading We also see here is actually going up. 21st here is the last date that we have. Buyers 2,500, sellers 3,500, traders 5,000 total, right? So we see here sellers more than buyers, and that's actually the trend here, except here. Except at these spikes, right, where we have more buyers than sellers. Very interesting though, because it still outlines that we do not have seller exhaustion yet, because obviously we have way more sellers than buyers. But it's enough to have one buyer like Bezosman that absorbs most of the selling, right? So that also happens. Yeah, that I think that's the most drop participation is also interesting. Maybe there we go. So here we go. We see here drop participation 21st, pretty high. Also wallets and items. You see here, here for example, there are couple of like 4,000 wallets getting 16,000 items, right? By the way, you put an 8% fee on everything. I try to buy a lot of the things that are only around 3%. All of my Ultramen are cheap to sell, trying to beat the system. Yeah, the reason that I put the 8.5% on everything in my calculation free is because most of what I have are either Marvel comics or Disney collectibles, and then there's no sense in calculating for the maybe 10 items that I have where only 2.5 apply to calculate that separately. Yes, in the end that makes a difference of maybe 20, 30, 40 gems, but most of them are 8.5%, right? And then also what I did not calculate is that sometimes I have been doing multiple trades on the app with already selling fees to get to a certain item, right? That also is already excluded, right? That is already excluded to that already has been going out from that. Plus, sometimes when I'm on the way, the disadvantage of the Apple cash in, when you have to put $1 extra on top to get your gems uploaded quickly, because I forgot to make it via web app. That also is a net minus in your bags, right? You have to see that as well. Yeah, but you see, we are still in a bear market in the NFTs. Clearly, we are still seeing new lows in the broader NFT market. We are still seeing, very flat. We will see how it is with payout. Payout can bring a new pain point for the Veve collectibles, right? It has to bring, unless we get some big news that makes people accumulate as crazy. But we see right now people are buying always the new stuff, and they do not buy the old stuff. So you can still get, for example, season 1 of the first Batman set where Todd is in. You can still get, for example, the Joe Madureira Batman for 80 gems. That one was, I think, at 400, 500, 600, maybe even 700 gems in the bull run, right? So that would be a 10x from here. Yeah, maybe it goes lower. Maybe we will see some of these come back even lower to 50 gems or so. If that is the case, if Joe Mad Batman comes lower than 80 gems, like 50 gems, I'll buy a second one. I bought one for, I think, 200 or 300 gems in the bull run. Obviously, I'm down bad on this one, but I love this collectible. So probably I'll just, if this happens and we go lower and lower and lower, then I'll probably going to accumulate doubles and triples of what I have right now, just because then it's easier for me to keep one and sell the rest. But guys, that's it. I will check out now what David Yu said on Randy's channel, and I have to get to work. By the way, Byron Laird has subscribed to the channel. I didn't see the widget go off for that one. Welcome to the fam. Guys, make sure if you're not subscribed yet that you're subscribing. Smash the like button once more for me. 20 people in here. Thank you for discussing with me. And Free says that Batman is one of the few I don't have. I've been waiting for it to go down. Love the stream. You have a good night. Good night to you, Free, and all of you, you others. Wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. Enjoy your coffees if you have some. And I see you in tomorrow's Crypto Morning